There is something almost magical about the way a single song can transport you back in time. Close your eyes, and a familiar beat can pull you straight into a memory so vivid it feels like you never left. Now imagine someone stepping onto the dance floor, not bound by any single era, but moving through the sounds of 4 incredible decades. From the electric pulse of the 1980s to the smooth grooves of the 1990s, from the bass-heavy anthems of the 2000s to the infectious rhythms of 2014, every step tells a story. This is not just dancing. This is a journey through the heartbeat of modern music history. The moment the synthesizers kick in, something shifts. The 1980s had a sound unlike anything the world had heard before. It was bold, bright, and completely unapologetic. Think of the shoulder-rolling swagger that came with artists like Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Prince. The dance moves of this era were sharp, theatrical, and full of personality. The robot, the moonwalk, the running man, these were not just moves, they were statements. Watching someone channel that energy today is like watching electricity move through a human body. The arms snap, the feet glide, and suddenly the room feels like it has been transported to a neon-lit dance club somewhere in 1983. The music demanded you feel it in your chest, and the body had no choice but to respond. The body relaxes, the hips find the pocket of the beat, and the whole thing just flows. The 1990s brought a different kind of confidence to the dance floor. Hip-hop was rising, R&B was finding its silkiest voice, and pop music was becoming a global phenomenon. The moves became smoother, more grounded, more connected to the rhythm in a deeply personal way. Think of the two-step, the cabbage patch, the butterfly. There was a looseness to 90s dancing that felt effortless, even when it was anything but. Artists like Aaliyah, Usher, and TLC were rewriting the rules of movement, and anyone who grew up in that decade carries those rhythms in their bones. Watching someone slip into that 90s groove is like watching someone come home. By the time the 2000s arrived, music had exploded into something massive and unstoppable. Pop, hip-hop, electronic, and R&B were colliding in ways that created some of the most energetic dance anthems ever recorded. This was the era of Beyoncé, Usher, and the Black Eyed Peas. The dances got bigger, the beats got harder, and the floors got more crowded. Crumping, popping, and locking were finding their way into mainstream culture, and music videos were setting new standards for choreography. When someone dances to the sound of the 2000s, you can see the ambition in every move. There is a desire to fill the space, to match the enormity of the music, to rise to the occasion. The energy is almost competitive, as if the dancer is in a conversation with the beat and refusing to back down. Together they tell the story of who we are, how we move, and why music will always make us dance. This was the year of Drake, Pharrell Williams, and the rise of trap music blending with pop in ways that felt completely fresh. The moves became more playful, more self-aware, more rooted in internet culture and viral moments. The nine, the whip, the shuffle, these were dances born from joy and shared instantly across the world. There was a communal quality to the dancing of 2014 that felt different from every decade before it. It was less about perfection and more about participation. Watching someone bring all 4 of these eras together in a single performance is genuinely breathtaking. Each decade lives in the body differently, and yet they all connect. The 1980s gave us drama, the 90s gave us soul, the 2000s gave us power, and 2014 gave us freedom.